12 years of reserves duty. I was a MOS. My MOS at the time was a missile gunner. And then when I got out in the reserves, I became a drill sergeant in the United States Army, where I drilled privates up at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Once I left there, I went to college, got my degree in secondary education and physical education. And while I was in college, I was working at the Dallas Sheriff Department. So that's some of the experience that I've gained. I was there 6 years working in the jail, learning the in and outs of the medicine and the programs that they had there at the Dallas Sheriff Department. Once I left there, I went to the Dallas Police Department. I was there 21 years and 8 months before I retired in 2017. I was in patrol. I've worked for intercommunity policing. I've worked in CAPERS. CAPERS is crimes against persons. That was my last stint as a detective. That's where you investigated shootings, cuttings, robberies, and all the above except homicides. So I was out there working for the citizens of Dallas, Texas. At this point in time, maybe in 2017, right before that, I got married to my wife who couldn't make it tonight, and we moved back to Denton, where I started helping taking care of my dad and everything. And while I was there, I was noticing some things that were going on at the Sheriff Department, because I had some old classmates that worked there, and they was telling me some of the things that were going on. And so at the point in time that I decided to run, you know, you couldn't put your name on the ballot, which was 2020. So I just did a write-in just to see if I could get a turnout. Well, they responded on Facebook, and we went from there. And so I came back, got a few phone calls, hey, have you thought about running? So I decided to run then for this time. In my time of talking to them, because I just received a phone call from them yesterday too about some of the stuff going on, but some of them are so scared to talk and tell you what's going on because of the culture there and the climate that's going on there. And that's one thing that I want to change. Last week, I spoke on a person called Dr. Carol Dweck. She wrote a book about the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. Now, for the fixed mindset, we can keep it as it is and keep going the same direction that we want to go, no growth. You go up there, you get mistreated. Citizens are going up, not being able to get their help that they need. Or we can have a growth mindset where we won't be so stagnant. We can learn something new. We can do something new, bring some innovations back to the Sheriff Department, bring some integrity back in there, where at some point in time, we can raise the level up. My deal is, I was sitting there thinking, and I was driving the other morning, and I was saying that, the county's divided on Democrat, Republican. Democrat, Republican. Everybody have their beliefs. But at what point in time when you're in office does that make any sense to go by Democrat or Republican when I'm trying to make the county better? You're trying to make their lives better. So I don't believe when you get in that office, once you get in that office, the Democrat and Republic thing, to me, goes out the door. It's about fair and equal treatment of everyone. People who can come to work, enjoy work, not walking on eggshells, wondering what's going to happen if they're going to get fired, or if you say the wrong thing at the wrong time, you're going to get written up, or you just don't know what's going to happen. So I'm running on that. I am running on fairness. I am running on integrity, and I am running on teamwork. And I believe that you get the right people around you to make sure you can uplift what's going on there. There's no way but to go but up from where we're at right now. And I believe right now at this point in time, this is the time for change. So I am Frederick Bishop. I want to be your next Denton County Sheriff. Thank you.
And if you have any questions for Frederick, let me know, and I will wheel this to you, wing this to you.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for running and being a candidate that we need. We're all aware of who our current sheriff is, and it is amazing to have somebody run to represent all of us. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I don't really need a mic, but so my question, you mentioned how people are fearful of speaking up because of the culture and all of that. So it's kind of like, I guess, two parts. One, how do you plan to kind of get past that for people to speak up? Because, as we see in most elections, people tend to go for the candidate that already has the position. And we've also seen over the last few elections, it's hard to get people to cross over the line. So without getting the people to speak up who have the experience and knowledge that are kind of holding that in, how are you planning to get people to kind of cross over so that we can get you in the position and to win?
That is a great question. I have decided, we were talking to, I have a gentleman who raised me also when my dad wasn't around. He was in Denton, and when I was young and doing crazy stuff, his name was Chief Edgar McMillan. He was a 30-year sheriff department. He worked at 30 years at the Dallas Sheriff Department. He was a chief. And it's one thing I learned from him is that you have some people there, say for instance, captain, I hope you know the rank structure. So captain and below, those people that you don't need to bother. I think those people can stay there and they can learn. But here's the deal that I want. If you bring in your own regime that have the same mindset and you let them know this is the direction we want to go, this is the direction I'm going, I think with time, you get in there and you talk to the people, let them know what you're standing for. Okay, guys, I know in the past you could not come and do this or say what you wanted to say. I have no problem if you have a difference of opinion. I don't want somebody that's going to be a puppet and not say what's on their mind. There's a respectful way to say it, but at what point do you say, speak your piece, as my dad used to say, speak your piece, let us know. So I plan on bringing in some seasoned veterans that I've been talking to when I win this race, and I've been talking to them and let them know this is my standpoint, and they know me from what I stand for. I believe in taking the people that are still there. You don't cut everybody at the top. You take those same people and you try to convince them of a new mindset of what the direction that we're trying to go. So I think it's going to take time. It's going to take patience, and it's going to take trust. And they'll have to grow to trust me, and I have to show them with my actions.
Just raise your hand if you got a question. Going. Okay.
Thank y'all so much for having me. Y'all have a great day.
Yeah, for each candidate, we have their website. So if you want to learn more about them, you can look at the
I
bottom.
forgot. Hey, I need donations. So if you really want to donate, yeah, let me go ahead. Hey, if you haven't donated yet, you can go to my website, bishopfordenton.com. We have some envelopes here, and we are seeking donations at this point in time to get our signs and spread the word. Thank you so much.